Oh! Welcome to the campfire. Today, I'm just gonna keep our running around. We're already here in the trapper's cabin. We're already exhausted. That's the rough part. So we can kind of make some headway on things, I suppose. Not that we can actually make anything new at the moment. Missed a tomato soup. So what is our... We've got more than enough supplies to run around with. Let's fix that. Alright, so we do have the ability to read some book. Let's put 2 hours into this. Yeah. Just kind of burn out the rest of the night. Or last end of the day, rather. Eat some food. Get our calories up. Hopefully avoid food poisoning. There we go. Not that we need to sleep that long, but we'll sleep as long as it lets us. And... Alright. Just fill back up. Lady, you have been this hungry in the last 20 hours. Because you eat like a frickin' horse. The game's calories don't make any sense because you go through like 6,000 calories in a day. Even when I was in the military and we went on patrols and marches, we maybe went through 3,000-4,000 calories in a day. How cold is it? It's not terrible. Can at least go and explore. Maybe get the other maple branch we need. And thus avoid going all the way back to Quonset just for one thing. And we'll have to go back there at some point. I just don't want it to be right now. Alright. So we head north along this ridge. Sometimes there's branches or saplings to cut up. And then we can start to move north and around. Do a little bit more exploration. Is that a sapling? No, that's a branch on the ground. But, like I said, sometimes things are here, sometimes they're not. And it's all a matter of what are we going to find and where. It's just keep looking. Kind of do the grab what we can and keep on moving bit. And the choice we have to make is, are we going to go towards the far territory, i.e. go down through Forlorn Muskeg, or should we go up to Pleasant Valley and Timberwolf Mountain area and head that way first? I'm thinking with what we've found and what we have on us, we should probably head towards Forsaken first. Though we don't have a gas mask, so going to Zone of Contamination isn't an option. We can just keep moving around and exploring. Might find the stuff we need to go to zone of contamination down in the Forsaken airfield. Ah, yay, the bear's here. That's gonna make this complicated. Let's check this out. Arrow, antibiotics, tomato soup, newspaper. Well, nothing great. And we can avoid the bear going this way. We go towards its cave. It shouldn't turn around and come charging at us. Okay, it's still walking away. And we're good, we passed the bear. Didn't really think we were in any risk, but this game likes to throw you for a loop now and then. Yeah, like that wolf being over there. Thankfully the wind is blowing the opposite direction, and it is dark. So I don't think it could even see or smell us. Let's see, anything outside? No? Then I guess we're going inside. It's a nice little waypoint that we can stop at. Let's just rest up an hour or so. Gonna give ourselves a minute here. And bandages, we could always use some more of those. There's... okay. I mean, not that I expected there to be much of anything here, but there's not much of anything here. Yeah. So grab some of this cloth that's here. Make the trip kind of worth it. We're stopping here more worth it. Yeah. I keep looking around thinking like, okay, maybe I'll find something this time around. Maybe I'll look and just see something poking out the wrong way. But no. Alright. Off we go. Now that it's bright and clear out, we can see a lot better. Maybe I'll see more of anything that could be taken. Maple branches right there. See, I couldn't see those before. And is that... that's a bow, okay. I thought it was a hatchet on the ground, to be fair. Not that I'm gonna say no to a bow, because that means we don't have to make one ourselves right now. Especially since we don't have a rifle. But we also don't have any birch branches anywhere. So it's not like we can make more arrows. We're limited to the one we got. Alright. Let's go up this way. Maybe we'll find some birch saplings to cut down. And then there's the broken tower to go check out. And we'll swing over to the not broken tower, the fire lookout. I think they call it the Forester's cabin or the Forester's hut. Oh, Forester lookout. We just need to go this way. Just kind of watching over there, because usually if there's birch branch saplings anywhere, sometimes they're here. Oh, shit. Get away from it, get away from it. Okay. That... I was not expecting to turn that corner and walk straight into the bear. Oh, I need to go get my brown pants. Alright, we'll go this way up. Oh, don't tell me there's a wolf now charging at me. I mean, between the bear and the wolf, I'd rather fight the wolf, but... Christ. I definitely need my brown pants. Just saying, if I was walking through the woods and I turned a corner and right face to face with a hungry, aggressive grizzly bear, yeah. I mean, it would get some special seasoning in its meal. That's for sure. I don't think it would like it either. Alright. Well, let's just keep climbing the mountain. We were intending to go here, I just wasn't exactly planning on being pinned up here either. Just in case, I don't want to... I don't think wolves can spawn up here, but I also don't want to be unarmed just in case. Whew. On the other hand, you know, all jokes aside, I'm glad I went to the bathroom before starting this. Yeah. Bear jump scare. It's a rope, so we can put the rope on that and get a quick-ish way down. More crow feathers means more arrows that we can make. Alright. One rope deployed, we can now go down the backside of this mountain. I don't think there's anything else really to find. I mean, there's some firewood, but do we need it, and or do we have the stuff to take it? Don't think we have anything on us to... yeah. We don't have the stuff on us to do that. That bow is only worth 35%, so it's got like 5-6 shots in it. It's not the worst. Alright. Well, because we know what's down the other side, let's go down this side. And hope we get down as quickly as possible. We're gonna be really tired after this 10-minute climb, and you never really recover. So we could go straight up there, or we could go north to the trailers. More likely to get decent stuff here. And right on the other side of that is the cabin, the lake admin. Now let's head up here first. Just gonna keep the pistol trained. Because we've had one too many close calls today already. It's not been it's not been 20 minutes. What the heck? Right, so we just gotta circle this way around. If we can stay higher on this than not, so that we can just sweep onto the, there we go, onto the trail. I'd never noticed that plane before. Interesting. Don't know what that's a reference to because, I mean, I've played Wintermute. I've played episode 1 and episode 2. I never even started 3, to be fair. Because I like it. But when I played 1 and 2, 1 and 2 were the only ones out. And I never went back for 3 and 4 as they came out. I know I should. I just haven't. Birdies. Hello, hello. Alright. Sorry about that. I had to pause to sneeze. Didn't want all of you to hear that. So onward we go. Right, we should be safe here. Don't need to have that out and risk a potential misfire. What are we looking at? Nothing on the outside. Table pork or salt pork. Okay. A lot of things that we already had, plus a cooking skillet. Pistol ammo, rifle. Nothing fantastic here. I was hoping for finally finding a knife or a hatchet. Nope. Nothing that good. Bandage and painkillers. Alright. Well, that is fair, I suppose. Wouldn't necessarily find everything we need. Water, get our food. Just let this happen. Okay. So, we're not in a bad position to keep moving. Well, we could even take an hour nap, recover some of our energy here. Let that come on. And the wind died down even further. Yeah, we're carrying a fair bit. Alright, we'll head to the lake admin and I think we're gonna head south. So what I want to do is have the travois ready before we go to Ash Canyon, so that one, we can travel lighter, but two, have more carry capacity before we go up there. I'm also hoping that we find a rifle before going to Ash Canyon and Timberwolf Mountain. Just so that we can be a little better prepared. I don't know why I'm on the outside of this. I don't know why I did that. I was looking at things and was like, yeah, I'll just be over on this side. It's fine, it's fine. Shoot, this is actually a risky maneuver. Alright, let's climb down. We can stop on our way back to check this one spot here. That's the other thing is, if I'm not going to Pleasant Valley because I don't want to go up Timberwolf Mountain without a rifle, there's always the possibility I'll find the rifle in Pleasant Valley. Oh yay, the wolves. Alright, and there's another one down that way. Okay. Stopping there would have been risky. Maybe I should just risk it for the biscuit. Risk it for every biscuit. Because if we can climb inside here, there's 2 flares. Then what if... Get up. Don't let it be a menace. Yeah, it screwed off the moment we got inside. There's really nothing here anyways. Are they gonna be coming at me or no? Okay. At least that time I actually hit the damn thing. On the second shot, but... I wasn't expecting it to come around the backside there, to be quite honest. Let's take a look what's over here now that we've got the chance. Not much of anything. Let's grab the feathers that are all around for future use. Okay. Then we can try to track down that wolf. And we shot it, and it's bleeding pretty good. So when it stops moving, it went off this way. Alright, alright. Waste not, want not, all that. See if we can find it. If we can catch up to it, grab the stuff, take it all back home. We can at least get the pelt and the guts. At the least. Just don't want it coming back on us. Where did it go from here? Didn't continue onwards. Where's the blood trail I followed? The hell? Did the blood trail despawn before I even... Okay. That is ridiculous. Where did the blood trail go? Well, that's annoying. Alright, well, I guess we continue onwards, and if we come across it, we come across it. And it's not even snowing, There's no weather to have buried the tracks. It just disappeared. That is frustrating. Oh, thank you. A hunting knife. Finally. Alright. Was it ideal? No. But we got what we needed. Yeah, lady, I know. And we're back to the cabin, basically. Don't know if there's gonna be the wolf here. There's a deer. Deer, oh dear. Alright. And there's... I wonder if that's the wolf we shot. Probably, for how much it's still running around. Is there a blood trail on it? Yes, that is the wolf we shot. Don't want to follow right on it, because that could be risky. It could, if it turns around and charges at us, it can attack. Oh, come on. Really? Considering how much else we've moved? Alright, so it went this way. Fine. So it makes us move weirdly without... There. Oh, are you... Really? That is annoying. Is it here? Screw this. I'm going back to the cabin then. I went off this way. It's one of the things I hate in this game. Is your character has glass ankles and glass wrists. It is absolutely ridiculous how often you sprain from walking on anything. Ay. Whatever. Whatever. Let's just get in the house. You can put things down to start curing. Yeah, Astrid. It's getting heavy as your bullshit. How much you break your ankles just walking. There we go. And see, that one's not even close. Alright, let's start putting stuff away. Get our load a little lighter. One thing we'll do as well is we're gonna have to head back up to where is it? Where is it? The ravine. There we go. It's like where in my brain. No, I want to take some of these meds. Especially these things. Alright, we got all that taken care of out of our inventory. Let's drop some more stuff. Drop that, drop that. Can't do anything with it anyways. Same with the rifle ammo, drop a few of these. Put that one away. It's amazing how much lighter you are when you remove just a couple things out of your inventory. Bring one of those with us. Okay. We're now light enough. We could consider walking back up to the ravine. We could easily make the trailer. Alright, let's do the sardines while they're still in mediocre condition. Okay. Just gonna eat a little bit here. Go upstairs, grab some extra food. Extra travel food. What did I put in there? Nothing. What about this one? Okay. Let's take some of the lighter items. Yeah, keeping one of these on us is not a bad idea either. You can always make a fire, stop, and eat. We'll just follow north along the trailway, or the train tracks. Yeah, rain tracks. Train tracks. Let's reload. Don't see us needing specifically 2 shells, but just in case. We'll follow this way up because there's another spot here that we can loot. Just in case. There might be wolves along this track. We did see the one kind of making tracks back and forth over here. It seems to have left. Either that or it was the deer I was seeing at such a great distance that I thought it was the wolf. Only reason I'm not grabbing the acorns is we don't really need them at the moment. We've got plenty of coffee, so we don't need acorn coffee. And we've got plenty of food, so I might as well leave them in the ground at the moment, where it doesn't really hurt them to be, and it's not over encumbering us. If we were super low on food, yes, I would probably just grab them and be like, alright, we're gonna carry these along with the cattails and make do. But we don't need them. Leave the extra emergency survival things in the ground until we need them. Same idea with the burdock root. Most of the cattails, the reason I grabbed the ones that we did was have some on hand. I'm surprised that other wolf hasn't come back yet. Usually they come back to the scene of the crime, especially if they weren't hit. It looks like that one just completely buggered off and good enough for me, I guess. Why do I keep hearing wolf sounds? One thing to be careful of is there's sometimes a moose like right over here, but I don't see the moose sign where there's a tree shed of its bark where a moose was itching its antlers. So we might be in the clear there. Might be. Let's check this out. and then continue on towards the trailers. And depending on what time we get there, we might actually be able to go to Ravine, grab the stuff, then come back. And have to stop in the trailers. Some road snacks, but otherwise... And that's fine. Uh-oh. I hear it. I heard it off to the right, but... But where? And I guess it could have been going after a deer or a rabbit. Could have been. Since we're in the area, let's stop down by the side and grab the MREs. 'Cause I think... I don't know. Memento cache might be here. We don't know. Alright, let's get to the bottom here. I think the cache that's pointing at is down here. Otherwise, it's the one that's in the dam itself. I don't know why that word wouldn't come to my brain. I might just be losing it. I don't know. Did I ever have it? That's the good question to ask. Alright, we'll leave those burdock roots for now. There's not really a need to drag those everywhere. Ooh, another knife. So we could have had another knife had I come down here. And a lot sooner. No, there's... It's got to be the one that's inside the dam then. Alright, well that's fine. That is half what I suspected. And that's going to be MREs. And that makes it another reason to go that way instead. I'm not huge on going that way, but... Because it's known territory until I hit Ash Canyon, then it's a place that I've just never really gone and spent any time in. Because I've been there. I've started there. But I always leave basically as soon as I get there because I'm not good enough to, you know, stay in that region. I know plenty of other people are. I know there's a whole bunch of YouTubers who are really good at it. I'm just not. I don't know why I'm being hesitant. We've got enough bullets. And... Alright. And of course, didn't do enough damage. So we'll head south on the next trip. Or on the way back to the cabin, or the admin center. Maybe we'll find it. Maybe. Just checking how much time we have left in the day. Really? I didn't realize I'd dropped that animal fat there. Only 30% left in it. We can probably cook it down. I'm gonna get over here where there's no predators. Is there something to do with the animal fat? If I had a whole kilogram of it, we could make cooking oil. That's okay. If we had a whole kilogram. Otherwise, we can eat it as is for some quick calories. Though at its current percentage, that doesn't seem like a good idea. Let's go... I'm gonna go over to the train section that we bypassed last time. Might as well hit it up and then go grab our skins and the guts. Because they should be cured by now. Or at least close enough that if we grab them, take them to the trailer and wait another night, they'll be ready to go. Because I don't think we even have... Yeah, we didn't bring our sleeping bag. So there's no point in... No way to sleep here. And there's the train section. I don't think there's ever really much here. Maybe a flare, maybe some snacks. Not much to take. Some coal on the ground. Suppose that makes sense. Being a derailed train. And what's in you? Nothing. So we at least get some coal. Scrap metal. To make our own axe. Flare. Oh, hey, the jerry can. Stepping inside of this thing would be fairly risky maneuver at the best of times. So I don't know. They're not really attached to each other. Okay, we can now head over to that cave, grab the stuff, and then head back towards the admin cabin. Here isn't a bad place to survive for a few in-game days, because there's really no risk to it, and there's usually deer here. You wouldn't be able to survive indefinitely with scurvy on, and I don't think the deer respawn fast enough for you to actually, like, without using austerity measures, to survive for very long. Like, if you starved yourself every day and only ate when you went to sleep, you could probably live here indefinitely in-game. But you would have to leave to make more arrows or ammunition. Yeah. You could survive, but how long is the question? You would also have to leave to be able to make, like, clothing and anything else that you need. I don't think I'm going the right way. For the cave. Yeah. I think I passed it somehow. Yeah, either which way. Yeah, because there's the trail across. More birch bark. So we can make birch bark tea. And birch tea is pretty good. Has a distinct flavor. Same with making birch beer and birch syrup. I mean, what accounts as syrup. the sugar content compared to maple syrup is so low and the water content is so high that you kind of have to boil it down to nothing. To make a birch syrup, you end up having to... Maple syrup is like a 1 to 8, so you basically remove 3/4 of... Or no, you boil it down to about 1/8 of its weight to get the syrup. Birch, it's more like 1 in 20. Something like that. So it takes a lot more birch sap to make a birch syrup. But it's still pretty good. Far more useful to make that into like a soda or a drink of some kind than it would be to make a syrup out of it. Far more resource, you know. Resource... What's the word? Resource efficient, I guess, to make it into something else. So we got a couple of birch branches here, or birch saplings. Alright, they're not cured at all. Alright, well, we'll go back to the trailer and drop everything back down. And let them finish out there. And then we'll go down the rest of the way. I had thought we had waited long enough, but apparently not. That would give us 9 arrows if we decide to make them into arrows. Though I think we've only got the feathers for 3 anyways. More birch bark. Not that we've gotten into a situation where we would need them, but it is handy to have. Now it's just trekking on, getting out of here. Alright, let's have the rocks out for a little bit. Just because. Once we get back, don't know if there'll be another wolf there waiting for us. Which there very well could be. And we swing back up to the left. Yeah, this is such a beautiful game though, graphics wise. I love this art style. It feels kind of PS2, PS3 era, but at the same time is modern day touch or modern day polish. As old as it makes me feel to say it that way, because PS3 era was like me graduating high school. Alright, looks like that wolf has stayed away at least. So far. I mean, we did give it a gut shot. So we don't have to worry about losing any of our guts. Yeah. Not in a great position to go do much of anything beyond. That puts us at good enough there. Did we even leave anything behind in this place? Yeah, we left a little bit here. Alright, let's drop these. I thought we had another hat, but maybe I dropped that at the other base. Plenty of fuel. Okay. Now it's just kind of waiting out time. We don't have any coffee on us. Otherwise I'd drink that. What else can we drop right here to lighten our load up? Drop that. Put that down. And not really a whole lot else. So what we're gonna drop are things that we're just gonna pick right back up to take with us, but yeah. Might as well prepare these while we're at it. Yeah, you're always too tired. You're also always too hungry. You're too a bunch of things, lady. What else? What else? Nah. Just kind of working our way through what we got for the moment. And what I can do to keep ourselves from walking out of here in the dark. Anything else that I could have missed? No? Okay, well. From here, it's just kind of sit and wait. Let's drop another book. Let's drop 2 of these. Can I repair that? Okay. That doesn't hinge upon our fatigue, just the light. Then we can wear that and it's slightly better. Not a whole lot better. Alright. Well, let's sleep it off. And again, this bugs me that no matter how much or how little water you're drinking, it takes the same amount of time, rather. You don't use more, you just takes the same amount of time each time. Alright, bed. Let's drink up more water. And sleep another 2 hours. Fill out that fatigue meter. There we go. Now it won't be so bad wandering around in the dark. So one thing that we are going to leave here is going to be that toolbox. This doesn't need to go with us. The guts are gonna make us smell. Don't like it. I also don't want to just leave it behind. Let's check for that wolf. Then we'll head this way out. There's a wolf down over there. Yay. So we may have to deal with it to get home. Gonna have to deal with wolves anyways, no matter what I do. We're trying to get these back home. 'Cause they're almost ready. He's coming at us. Okay. Yeah. He was making a beeline. I think he's still coming. No, he's not. Let's figure out... 'cause maybe we're good that way, but we're not going to be good this way yet. Unless there's no wolves over here. And what about over here? So far, we're in the clear. Could scavenge this deer. Let's just keep moving. Alright. Take a look behind us. Alright, nothing coming. So we avoided the one wolf. What about the next ones? There's a rabbit between us and any wolves over that way at least. So what we could try to do is try to herd these rabbits off that way. So that as we come across the wolves, they might go for the rabbit first. Which wouldn't save us a whole lot, but it would give us time to shoot the wolf. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to try and keep the rabbits going that way. I find funny is we scare one rabbit, the other goes with it. Go on, keep going. Keep going. Out towards the lake. If you please. Keep going. Alright, they're gonna avoid going this way because either they smell something or they're tied to an area. I don't know how they work specifically, so I can't say one way or the other. Let's keep off of the walls just in case. Alright. So I don't want to come around a corner straight into one, like I did that bear. So the wolves will come at you no matter what. The bear, if you're before a certain range, will leave you alone. He'll snarl at you, he'll start coming at you, but it's a very slow pace and you can walk your way out of that range. Looks like we're in the clear though. Don't see any wolves. Then we can get back to the cabin, get inside, drop everything off, and we're good to go. Start planning the next step. Just gotta get back there first. I'm gonna keep checking behind me as well, because what if? What if they spawn there and just decide that they're coming? Alright, we should be fine this close to the cabin. Now it's just avoiding whatever might be here. But we're good. Alright. We made it. We made it. Alright, so we drop these all That puts us at light enough. So let's put these up here like we usually do. Spread these out. Put the guts up. Just so surprised that they didn't cure at least more in the last 2 days. Maybe it's because we weren't in the region? I don't know. So we got those. So those 4. What happened to the 5th one that we had here? Oh yeah, it's right here. 30%. Alright. And with that, thank you for joining me here by the campfire. If you liked the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, witty remarks, recommendations, and suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. Join the Discord if you want to keep up with things and see any notifications, be alerted to videos, be able to collaborate. And as always, have a wonderful day.